Hi, class.
Hello.
How are you guys
Hello.
doing today?
I'm good.
We're good.
Good. Okay, so today we're going to learn a new lesson. First, I'm going to start off by asking you where you guys live. So, can anybody raise your hand and tell me where you guys live?
In a house.
In a house? You live in a house? Where is your house located? Do you know?
In a neighborhood.
In a neighborhood. That's also sometimes people refer to as a town. So I'm going to show you right here. A town is right here relating to a residential area that is smaller than a city and larger than a village. So here's a picture of a town. You might look familiar to you. And then also some people might say a city. And this is the city of Los Angeles, which is where we live. And then in a town, we live in something called a state. Do you know what state we live in?
California.
Oh, very good. California. So this is the state of California in which we live, and a state is a territory of its own government and borders within a larger country. And that brings me to my next question. Does anybody know what a country is or what country we live in? I'm going to choose Eddie. Eddie, do you know? You don't know what country we live in? Michelle, do you know what country we live in?
The United States.
The United States. Very good. So you can see right here, this is California, which is the state we live in that I showed you. And a country is a nation, and where the people of the nation or land in a rural area, often referred to as the land of the individual's birth, residence, or citizenship. Okay, so the concept that we're going into today is the continent. So does anybody by chance know what a continent is?
Yes.
You know what a continent? What is a continent?
It's like what houses the countries.
What houses the country?
Yeah, so
Okay.
like there's multiple countries in one continent.
Okay, and do you know which continent we live in?
North America.
We live in very good. You're so
So good.
smart. So yes, we live in North America. Does anybody know how many continents are?
There's 7, right?
7
It's like,
Very good. So the continents here are North America, which Justin just said that we lived in. We have South America, Europe, Africa, Asia, Australia, and Antarctica. I'm going to show you a video of, get it open, of introducing this concept to you. So it's a little fun, so you might get the song stuck in your head.
So you live in a town. Well, that town is also in a state. That state, it's in a country. But that country's on a continent. There are 7 continents. Let's find out about them. Continents, Africa and Europe with a major, chilling in Australia and Asia. Continents, South and North America, Antarctica, there's no replica. Continents, Africa and Europe with a major, chilling in Australia and Asia. Continents, South and North America, Antarctica, there's no replica. A continent is a giant landmass. Most are surrounded by oceans. Check the map. Honestly, there's not a strict definition. Most people would say there's 7 of them missing. Most continents are bigger than a country, but let's start with a continent that's a little different. Australia, surrounded by seas, the only continent that's also a country. All sea animals you can't find elsewhere, like a platypus or koala bear. Let's move north to Asia, and that's the biggest continent of all by landmass. Asia, that's where more than half of the world's population hang their hats. China, India, over to Lebanon, and follow the Silk Road west and get along to Europe.
Home of Italy and France, lots of different countries on a small chunk of land. Europe's north of the Mediterranean Sea. Wanna see the Eiffel Tower? We with more than 50 countries. Africa's got a lot of, and the desert, yeah, that's the Sahara. Africa, where humans originated, so we're all African is one way to say it. Africa has the knowledge, Serengeti, let's travel west over the Atlantic, get ready, North America, where the USA belongs. Canada, Mexico, and down to Panama, but don't forget Greenland has been a part of North America, but depends on Denmark or Denmark. To South America and chill in Chile, Peru, and even Brazil. In South America, we speak mostly Spanish. In Brazil, they might not understand it. They speak Portuguese and have big trees in the Amazon rainforest with the canopy. Can it be? There's one more continent. Follow me south to Antarctica on a trip. Does it have countries? Well, no. Just scientists who study and brave the cold. Antarctica, where you find the South Pole. And the penguins slide on snow. That's 7 continents on the list. But in some places we learn there's 6, you see. There's no ocean between Europe and Asia. Some call it Eurasia. Some people list the Americas as one, but whether 5, 6, or 7, this song is done.
Continents, Africa and Europe with a major, chilling in Australia and Asia. Continents, South and North America, Antarctica, there's no replica. Continents, Africa and Europe with a major, chilling in Australia and Asia. Continents, South and North America, Antarctica, there's no replica.
So what do you guys think of that video?
It was good. It was
Yeah,
fun.
did you like it? Did you learn a little bit more of each continent and that there's 7 and all the different ones? So now to get into the real work, I have created and put together some worksheets. So Justin, if you can actually test these out. The first worksheet I'm giving you is actually a song that we're going to sing together. It's called the Continent Song. And have you guys heard of the Muffin Man song? Probably when you were itty bitty. So it goes, do you know the Muffin Man, the Muffin Man, the Muffin Man?
Yeah.
So that's the tune. And this one is a little different. So it's talking about the continent. So it's a good way for you guys to memorize it. So I'm going to sing it one time all the way through. And then you guys are going to join me the second time. Okay?
Okay.
So it goes, do you know the continents, the continents, the continents? Do you know the continents on our maps and our globes? North and South America, Africa, Australia, Europe and Antarctica, Asia's the biggest one. Do you know the continents, the continents, the continents? Do you know the continents on our maps and our globes? Okay, ready? Now we're going to sing it all together, so I want to hear you nice and loud. Okay, ready? Do you know the continents, the continents, the continents? Do you know the continents on our maps and our globes? North and South America, Africa, Australia, Europe and Antarctica, Asia's the biggest one. Do you know the continents, the continents, the continents? Do you know the continents on our maps and our globes? Oh my gosh, you guys did so good! Okay, so you're going to keep those. We're going to practice that again tomorrow so we can learn all of them and keep them in your head. So now we're going to go on to our actual worksheets. The first one I'm going to give you is a coloring and labeling worksheet. So right here you're going to have a picture of the globe. And it's going to show you all the continents, and then we've already learned the ocean. So you have all the oceans that we previously learned in our last class. And then it shows the equator of something that we also learned that's in the middle of the globe. And what it's going to ask you to do is color each one. So you're going to color the continent of Africa green. So I don't want to see it pink. I don't want to see it blue. It says green. So to get your full credits, I want you to make sure you got the right color and you color it very, very nicely. Okay? And it's going to ask you to color each one a specific color. And then when we get down to number 8, it's going to ask you how many continents are there. So do you guys remember how many?
7.
7.
Alright, and then in number 11, it's asking you what continent you live on. Which one is that again?
North
North
America.
America. You guys need to spell it correctly. There's no way you should get it wrong because it's right there, right on the paper. So that's our first worksheet. And then the second one is just a little fun, just, going over our language and the spelling of each one in a word search. And before I forget, what do we need to put on the top?
Our name
Just your first name?
and last name.
First and last name. Thank you. So don't forget to put that so I know whose paper it is, so you take your beautiful work home. So it gives you all the words of of each continent: Africa, South America, Europe, Antarctica, North America, and then it also includes the equator, Australia, and Asia. So they're all here. You gotta look backwards, up, down, diagonal. They're all there in some way, shape, or form. I do have all the materials for you. You can use your markers, your colored pencils, your crayons, pencils if you will, but you do not have to color each box. You just have to make sure you get on top of each letter. So if you're gonna do Africa, you have to make sure you cross out, highlight whatever it is, the A, F, R, I, C, A. So make sure you get all of those, okay? So I'm gonna pass these out. Well, I'm gonna have someone volunteer to pass out. And when you guys are done with this worksheet, you guys are gonna go ahead and find a book to read when you are done. And once everyone's done, we are gonna get ready to pack up and go home. All right?